Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing Dior's new makeup collection for spring summer of 2021, and this is a very interesting collection. This year's spring summer makeup collection by Dior is called Pure Glow, and they came out with two unique eyeshadow palettes. Now, these eyeshadow palettes are unique but the same in a way, in the sense that the colors are pretty much very similar, at least from the swatches that I've seen online. One is just a little tiny bit darker than the other, and otherwise the middle color, and it is a trio eyeshadow palette, and the middle shade is different in both palettes, one being a gold and the other one being more of a silver colorless highlighter type of shade. So let's just go ahead and open this package. I love that they're making this bag-like package. Even Chanel has something like that. Okay, so I went ahead and went for palette number 663. This is a trio palette. And this is what it looks like. Oh, this is very pretty. I'm really glad I went for this one instead of the other one. I just feel this one is just a tiny little bit darker. I really love the flowers in this, and it's just so unique. I know that Dior gets a lot of criticism for being different, but I like that. Their palettes are just always so artistic, and I love that about them. I love that they don't go for that quad type of popular eyeshadow palettes. They like to mix it up. Now with that, of course, there's always risks, because with Dior's collections, it's always a hit or miss. But let's see, I do have high hopes for this one, so let's just try it out and see what it looks like. Now, the collection also came out with two Rouge Dior lipsticks. I did pass on the lipsticks just because I felt that they are shades that I already have in my collection. They also came out with a new lip maximizer, and I love lip maximizers. My favorite shade is 001, which is the base shade. I have it on my lips right now. I use it daily. I love that hyaluronic acid in the formula. It just plumps your lips just enough for it to be perfect. So I went ahead and purchased the new lip maximizer. This one is in shade 022 Ultra Pink, and supposedly it's supposed to go with the collection, and I'm really excited to try this one out. With the collection release, there was also a blush stick. Now, when I went online to purchase this palette, it was out of stock, and I just went ahead and purchased the eyeshadow palette because I really wanted to review it for you guys as soon as possible. So I did pass up on that. I was interested in trying it out though, but from what I've been seeing online, it does look pretty sheer. So I don't know, I probably wouldn't have liked it, but nonetheless, I was going to purchase it, but I wasn't able to because it was out of stock. So we're just going to go ahead and use a different blush from Dior as well. Also, there was an additional eyeshadow palette. Now, this palette is the 5 eyeshadow palette that Dior normally comes out with, and the colors are very pretty. I love that lilac type of color scheme that it's going for. So I don't know, I might be purchasing it and creating a look for you guys. I'm still thinking about it. Let's go ahead and try out this trio eyeshadow palette. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like and the pigment of it. Let's just go ahead and zoom you guys in, and let's start off by creating a look using this eyeshadow palette. So we are just going to pick up the shade right here, and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid. Very pretty. It's actually the perfect pigment, and I like that it's not baby pink. It still has a darker kind of edge to it. They're really pretty. It blended very well. It does have a little bit of sparkle in there. Very minimal fallout. So let's get into the next shade. I'm going to pick up the middle shade and just pop that in the middle, and just to create a little bit of a highlight. Oh, that created a beautiful pop, and it really brightened up that eyeshadow. Very pretty combination. Now we're gonna keep it simple, and I'm just going to grab the bottom shade here and kind of create an eyeliner with that, or use it as a liner, and probably even shade it underneath my eyelash as well. So let's see how that looks. I just also added a little bit of mascara, but I have to say I am not too impressed with this shade right over here. It's quite disappointing. The pigment isn't there. I actually had to wet my brush and dip it in for me to get some pigment, but I kept applying it and it wasn't there really. It's very faint, but the first two shades are beautiful. I love the highlight shade on top of that pink shade. But that bottom shade, where is the pigment? It literally isn't there, and it was very tough to use it as a liner. I just thought I would do a live swatch for you guys, and this is one swipe of that last shade. As you can see, it's patchy, and I really needed to dig in to that eyeshadow shade to really get the color. See, this is a couple of swatches to kind of get this shade right here, but otherwise, as you can see, these two eyeshadows are beautiful and they swatch very well. This is literally just one swipe, but really disappointed in this last shade. Now let's try the Lip Maximizer in 022. Ooh, this is a very beautiful pink shade. It does have a tiny little bit of shimmer in there as well, which I don't mind. I don't like lip glosses with chunky glitter, but this one's fine. Beautiful. I really love the shade. I think it goes very well with the eyeshadow. And yeah, just very simple, beautiful. I love the plumping effect that it has. And oh, I really love the Lip Maximizers. If you guys haven't tried them, I highly recommend that you do. Now we're just going to add some blush using the Rosy Glow. I love this blush during the summertime. And there is the finished look. Now, very glowy, very pretty. It definitely feels like spring and summer. But I have to say I am pretty disappointed in this palette. I feel like it's so-so. I do love the two shades up on top, but like I mentioned, the bottom shade, it's just, the pigment is really subtle. I mean, when I swatch it, it feels like there is a lot of pigment, but when you apply it on the eye, it's just really patchy. And it's very difficult to get a pigment. I think maybe it's still a little bit wet. From when I wet my brush. I will get pigment, but it's very faint. And I think maybe if you apply this on the outer corner and kind of shade it in, it's not going to be too smoky, but it is a pretty palette. It's so-so. I don't know that it's worth purchasing. Now, if you do love makeup as much as I do and you are a collector, then you will definitely love this palette. I love the embossment, the presentation, and the packaging is beautiful and stunning. And I definitely do love the top two shades. So pretty, very easy look to get. You don't even have to blend anything. You just apply, you know, a flush of color. With the pandemic going on, a lot of us aren't really applying that much makeup. So this is a very easy palette to kind of apply and go. You don't have to worry about the shades not mixing well. Just apply one shade and you're good to go. And even the highlighter is so beautiful. I love that. Love that gold with the pink. Very pretty. But the bottom shade, I just wish it was a little bit more pigmented. Other than that, it's a so-so palette. Now, I think that lilac palette looks very stunning, and I think I actually might go for it and review it for you guys. But leave me a comment below and let me know if you do want me to review it. But from the pictures that I've been seeing, it looks really stunning, and it looks like a palette that really blends very well and is highly pigmented. Now, for the Lip Maximizer, I highly recommend it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful shade, and I think it goes very well with the collection. And that's it for my review of Dior's new spring summer makeup collection for 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made it easier for you to think about whether or not you want to purchase this collection. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.